Good morning, everyone. This is Narada Rishi Raja at Sacred Vibes Holistic Center. I'm sitting here. This is the very first video done in the Babaji Bhakti Ashram as far as my card pulls, and here we go. Let's get into it. So, all of those out there doing the work, committed to a life of service, that would be a light worker, and that means you are committed to a full life of service. And what we are doing is this card pull. I've been doing it for about 2 years under Expeditious Fool. Still, you can call me the Expeditious Fool if you wish. But now the business has transitioned and merged with my partners, which was Be Entirely Well, into the Sacred Vibes Holistic Center. So with that, I've had a lot of people, they met me later in the game. So before I go further, the Lightworker card pool, this started when I originally started my business. I started it as a tarot business, and it was mainly online. I was in rural Alabama, isolated from a lot of folks. I started it there. I was doing it in coffee shops, everything, and it was just tarot. But the more and more I was showing techniques and tips of my spiritual process and what I had been doing for many, many years, that's where it just began to evolve and evolve and evolve from there, right? And this Lightworker card pull came as a way to give back to my clients. So any of my videos that you see, if you're not already my client, some of the stuff you may not grasp, you may not get, because it has to be put into context. So if anything that you're like, well, I don't know about that, by all means, come. Check me out. Come down to the center. We've got wonderful retail here. We've got great services on top of the yoga and breath work that we do. And then there's other folks that we have that come in that do workshops, that come in and do readings, that come in and do healings. So you never know who might be in today. So stop on in, check us out. And we're here to be that lighthouse of sacred vibrations in the area where those that are deeply committed to this type of work, this is called a Lightworkers card pool. The reason is because my particular audience base happens to be, as far as the clients that I work with one-on-one and things like that, happen to be a lot of the people that are in service to others. So that's why my particular card pull is the Lightworkers card pull. It's not just a collective for everyone. No, these card pulls and my messages are for those that are deeply committed to a life of spiritual service. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the very first Lightworker card pull here in the Babaji Bhakti Ashram at Sacred Vibes Holistic Center. And I hope to see you all here soon. So let's see what we've got. Makes sense. We've got the moon. Tomorrow is going to be a major solar eclipse. The sun, the earth, the moon, they all align, creating a blood moon solar eclipse. It's, I think, the last full one until 2025. So if you really want to use some of that energy, this is the one. So it makes sense that we're looking at this on a Monday, the day before. The reason is because there is a lot of unknowns, and this eclipse energy, it's going to shift a lot of things for you. If you've been working on things and you've been dedicated to a path, it can shift that into a faster direction for you. On the other side, if you've been held back by certain things, it can shake those up, which can be uncertain and scary. And that's kind of the message of the moon card, is there is some uncertainty there. The moon card is a lot of times in the readings that I do, it's like the standard, guess what? You don't get a no card. But it doesn't say stop. It's a pathway. It says keep going. So you have to bridge to the other side in order for full understanding, is what this card's showing. And that's definitely the moon energy. And as we're in Monday, the day before, we have to keep going. You have to go through the event to figure out what's going to happen. And sometimes this can be the scariest time, but I encourage you and implore you to get excited. When it's unknown, awesome, you're living in the now. Stop worrying about what could happen and don't worry about what has happened. Know that anything can possibly happen in the future, and all that matters is right now. That's the bigger lesson of the moon. So when you do that, you come into a zone of this ever presence. You come closer to figuring out who you truly are. All right, everybody, that's the message I have for you today with the moon. Big message, and big day tomorrow as far as that lunar eclipse. So definitely be prepared. Hang on to your butts. If things get a little weird, that's okay. Just remember to breathe. All right, have a great day on purpose, everybody. If you want to schedule any sessions, stop down in here in the center, call, send a message to me, anything like that. Have a great day on purpose, and stay mindful, everyone. Namaskar.